football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on last year's national champions, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. The Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first swing today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
On first down, it's play action. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. He didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle, and he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the run, he'll let it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
They'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So NC State's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. First play, taking a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
It's another deep shot. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. Looking to throw it on first down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Here's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's running out of time here. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. It's a keeper. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Illegal block.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass not complete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense had a tough spot to start the drive. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. Here comes the handoff. Waits through the tackler. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
1st down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. It's a draw to the back. 1st down and more. He's still running. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense smothers him for no gain. No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Wolfpack line up now, 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, North Carolina State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Now the handoff. He's running behind the right tackle. Running with purpose.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even go back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Pulls it in. It's Briggs. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And the Spartans will bring their punt team on the field now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And now the handoff. Gets the first and still running. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So far, it's NC State on top, Kirk, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff again. He's found some room at the 45. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
And completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made by the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they look to the right. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now
Fired into a tight window and picked off.
what a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He'll hand it off. He's stopping, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught by the receiver. That moves the football to the 27 and a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. NC State now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, NC State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the 1st half.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
The Spartans will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Crosses the 45. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And the Spartans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this one is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. No huddle here for the offense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I don't know about the call here. Third down and short. They decide to go downfield. Ends up not working out. And now a big call coming up here on fourth down.
The Spartans will line up to kick it away. About to punt for the fourth time tonight. And the return man runs out of bounds. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Great patience here by the quarterback on this angle route. I think the linebackers had great depth. It looked like an easy completion. Unfortunately, the running back just drops the football and misses out on a big gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. NC State comes to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Going to try to use his legs here. Going to bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Spartans will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Boom. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team. Booted away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Second down, looking to throw it. The receiver grabs it. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
As the first down is still going. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, The defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And tackled there by the defense. Goal line formation for the defense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to score with a run to the right. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense extending the lead and, in my opinion, putting this game away.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a first down at the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Catch made on the right side. And the Spartans are going to keep this drive rolling.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. And now the running backs got it again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
so far, it's NC State on top, Kurt. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they tack on 3 points, but still a large dust. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Alvarez. They bring him down after a short gain there. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious call there. You cannot rough up the quarterback like that. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a 1st down. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Spartans pick up enough to get a 1st down there. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. tough to show with a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Spartans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Looks left and finds his target there. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Set to kick off.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the receiver's got it. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They call the draw play here. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Here he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Still no answer for this offense.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Handing off on the draw play. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fighting him off. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Illegal block.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. They'll give it to the back. Breaks free. Fights through a tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is simple.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that last sack should be the final nail in this offense's coffin. At this point, the game is a blowout. There's only a few minutes left, and you really need to start considering if it's worth risking the health of your players to try to just get a pity score late.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion at the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Brings up.
And the Spartans will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Moves out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Looking to scramble to his left. And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time, a completion. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. NC State comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. Touchdown, NC State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.